Buccaneers, Bills on EA Sports as we get late in the season, getting Week 13 kicked off.
Phil, we've got a couple of the best tight ends in the game on each sideline today, and they could be the difference makers.
You know, these tight ends, they can do it all. They're tremendous blockers for the running game. They got the speed to go down the field, and they got feet, Jim. You know, those quick feet, so even when they run those short routes, if there's man-to-man coverage, they're quick enough and shifty enough to still get away from the defender.
The Bills from the 22. They're going to run it on the toss. He'll pick up 7 this time.
It's always a chess match early in the game to see what your opponent is going to do. Good run that time by the offense. They pick up good yards. Maybe the defense will have to start crowding the line of scrimmage more.
Second down after going to the ground game the first play. The Buccaneers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Taken down.
Well, we know one thing. If you're a defensive tackle, you got power. And it was on display that time. Wonderful job by the big fella busting through there and getting the sack on the QB.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Playing press coverage to the outside. Taylor's standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Airing it out. Unable to complete that one, and that's a very quick 3 and out. The Bills will punt it. And he heads to the sidelines, out of bounds.
Well, I can't blame the punt return at that time. That was just excellent coverage by the punt team.
Whoop, was that a false start?
Oh, yeah, that was easy to see. Even with your bad eyes, as you get older, you could see that he moved before the snap of the ball.
First down at the 16. Breaks out of that one.
Well, you can't knock them all down, and sometimes the running back has just got to break a tackle. Good job that time.
Second down following the run. The Buccaneers snap it at the 26. Martin's marked down after a gain of 4. And now we'll look at the Buccaneers lineup. Their passing numbers on the year are just dreadful. The Buccaneers are at the line facing third down, which was not an issue for them last week as they converted a number of times in crucial situations. Gilmore's there to make the tackle.
Martin's able to get it done that time. Why? Because he has the power and the will to make it happen. Third and short, he just gets it done with sheer willpower.
First down at the 40. Away from the ball, there's a flag down on the field. The defense will take the penalty.
Look out, the defense is showing a blitz here.
First down at the 30. Martin has the reception. Picks up about 5. Now a look at the Bills defense. This is a ball-hawking bunch that has forced numerous turnovers on the season. The Buccaneers come out in a bunch set.
Second and long. Darius has the sack.
The offensive coordinator's just got to make some adjustments here. They can't stop the defensive line from sacking the quarterback, so either keep the tight end in or keep the halfback in to help block for the QB.
So they get to the quarterback on that last play. Third down coming up.
Winston's got it in the gun. And they deck him. The Bills' first-round pick has his first NFL career sack.
Yeah, how about that? You know, listen, this NFL, it's about two things. Protecting the quarterback and hitting the opposing quarterback. And my man just laid a big hit on that quarterback.
Let's see what he can do here. And Clayborn's there that time for the tackle. And a run back of about 10. The Bills' offense is on the field, hoping to erase the memory of their last drive, which was completely unproductive, a quick 3-and-out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they can erase this defense. This defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive, and they got good players, and they're pretty excited, so this is going to be tough on the offense.
And there's Clay. That's a gain of 6.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
Pass complete, but did not get them to first, so it's second down now.
Watkins. That's his first reception today.
Don't see enough of this in the NFL anymore, the out route. Everybody's afraid to throw it. They want all those little safe dink and dunks inside. But that is a nice throw and catch by the quarterback and wide receiver.
It's first down as they head to the line. This should be the last play of the quarter.
From the gun.
And he hauls it in.
That's a gain of 10. We're back here getting ready for the second quarter. Phil, that was a defensive tug-of-war the first quarter.
It sure was, and it was a tug-of-war, and it was boring. That's what it looked like. I want to give the defense some credit. I thought they did well, but really the offenses just poor play selection, poor execution, and you got to get some emotion going out there on the offensive side.
The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
Set up now at the 28-yard line.
First down and 10.
Here's the handball is out. Recovery by the offense. And that's Barry in on the stop.
One thing coaches hate when their offense is on the field is fumbling the football. Because a lot of times it's just bad fundamentals. But they're lucky this time. They have the fumble. They're able to get on top of it.
After nearly turning it over, it's second down.
Ohio!
To the ground. Slashes to the left side.
And that's a gain of 13.
I got to give this running back a lot of credit. How about that? He fumbled earlier in the game, but now he is running free, just all out and getting those extra yards after the hit. Look at that. The defensive line, everybody's shifting to the right.
Go run it with him again. Second down.
Taylor's going to take the snap from the shotgun.
And it's swatted away.
Good job that time by the defensive player. He reads the quarterback, gets in position, down near his own end zone, knocks that pass down.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10. The Bills lined up, bunch formation. Taylor's back in shotgun formation. Hardens throws it in the end zone. Touchdown. About halfway through the second quarter now, and that touchdown gives them the lead.
Yeah, nothing like a positive drive, just like we saw there, Jim. And it's here midway in the second quarter. They found a way to finally get in the end zone, take the lead. Good job by the offense.
Dan Carpenter readying his team for the kickoff.
Arenas on the return. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers heading back out there on offense, hoping to improve on their last possession, which ended rather quickly with a punt.
Yeah, I think what they got to do, they got to come out and be a little more creative, get the defense off guard, make them think over there. That was too generic what they did on the offensive side. If you want to score, show some ingenuity. Defense crowd the line of scrimmage. Look out, this could be a blitz.
He's in the clear. The 20, the 10,
All the way home and all alone. Touchdown. As we edge closer to halftime, the game is now tied. They've given themselves a whole lot of momentum here midway through the second quarter.
Yeah, what a job by the offense. They got down there, they got that touchdown, but you know, also I have to take the defense to task a little bit here. They made some calls that I did not agree with.
Add the extra point. The kick is good. The Buccaneers getting set to kick it away. He's tackled at the 28.
There is nothing like a good return when you talk about special teams. Good blocking, the speed of the returner gets down the field, and after that tackle, now they have good starting field position.
Real good field position here to start this series. The Buccaneers lined up in the nickel. First down at the 28. Lewis there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
the defense at this point, trying to keep him out of the end zone. Second down and 1.
Can't hold on here as this ball's incomplete.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
The Bills bring in an extra tight end for this play. They'll go ground. And that's David in on the stop.
Going for it on fourth down.
Handoff made. The Bills turn the ball over on downs.
The Bills had time go for it on fourth down, and they fail. I did not understand the decision, but you got to make sure your team doesn't get down from that. You got to keep them up.
Loss of 2 on that play. The Buccaneers walk to the line. Tie game. The score's 7-7. First down at the 20.
Looking across the middle. It's a catch by Richardson. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in the first half.
The Buccaneers come out with a split backfield.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Incomplete. That was Gilmore on the coverage.
Incompletion by the quarterback that time. It was good, tight, man-to-man coverage.
Second down after the incompletion.
Martin's going to secure the handoff.
And he's brought down right at the 43.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
On the way, third down.
The Buccaneers come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation.
And it's batted down. No surprise, it's another third down stop, and this has been a first half where both of these defenses have had the upper hand, Phil.
Yeah, it's been physical, it's been fast, and it's been good. Now I'm talking about the defenses. On the offense, the best thing they've done is not make a major mistake to put their team in a hole, so the second half is going to be interesting to watch.
The Bills on offense, you'll remember the last time they were on the field, they faced that decision in opponent's territory and opted to go for it instead of kicking the field goal.
Yeah, I would think they're pretty motivated coming back out in the field, especially since they got nothing out of that last drive. I agree with the decision to go for it on fourth down. They just need better execution from the offensive players.
The Bills from the 22. Taylor's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under. My goodness, what a hit. And the ball falls incomplete.
Second down following that incompletion.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Taylor's going to take it from the gun.
Wants to go deep. He brings it in on his way. The 10 and in for the touchdown.
That touchdown appears that it will secure them to halftime lead as the second quarter is winding down here.
Well, they sure hope it does. There's nothing like going in at halftime with the lead. You just feel like all the hard work you put in the week, you put it to good use, and you want to keep that lead going in at halftime.
The Bills getting set now for the extra point.
The point after is good.
Dan Carpenter readying his team for the kickoff.
And this is Arenas running it out. And he's met head-on right there at the 20. The Buccaneers offense coming back onto the field here, desperately trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had the quick 3 and out.
I'll tell you what, if they go 3 and out again, you know what's going to happen? Those defensive players are going to be looking at them as they come off the field. You put this back out there already, so it's important to get a drive, give your defense a little rest.
Knocked down as he fires it.
Second down coming up with about a minute to go before intermission. The Bills will come out in the dime.
Second down and 10.
Austin Seferian-Jenkins has the catch.
Good job by the offense going the hurry-up offense. You do this to get the plays in, but also you want to conserve the timeouts.
Marcel Darius with the sack.
You're talking about a bonus. When you get a defensive tackle that can get in the backfield and sack the quarterback, that is something special. Great job that time by the big D tackle.
Winston's got everybody split out wide. Out of the gun. Murphy's got it. On a pass, had some heat on it. The Buccaneers are going to use one of the 2 timeouts they have remaining.
That long gain sets them up here on this play.
They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Looking to go deep. Nice catch.
Still the prettiest play in the NFL. The long arching pass down the field and watching a speedy receiver run right under it. What a throw, what a catch. Good job by the offense here. Hustle up, get that football snap, conserve time, and most of all, conserve that timeout. Those are big down the stretch.
Failing to complete that one, so second down here.
Martin's going to take the handoff now. The Bucs are in for the score. Touchdown. Running it in for the 7th time on the season. The Buccaneers now with the extra point to tie the game. He made it. The Bills are ready to return the kickoff. He'll have a chance to take off. There's a flag out. Grabbing the face mask. We see it almost once a week, and here it happens again.
Well, a lot of times these defenders, I'll give them a little slack because they're running so fast. They're trying to tackle some tremendous athletes in open space, and sometimes accidentally you're going to grab the face mask.
Going for the deep ball. The defender able to knock it away. And that will close out the first half from Western New York. And we'll take a short break for halftime before returning for the third quarter. And the second half kicks off. Which team is going to break this tie? That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. The Buccaneers offense will try to set the pace early here in the second half with this game tied, Phil.
Yeah, they're going to try to set the pace, but listen, on the other side, this defense is aggressive. It's tough. I think the defense is going to get after them and maybe cause a turnover right here. Now he's going to change the play. And look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
And they take him down.
A lot of things to look at if you're a quarterback in this league now, isn't it? You're looking at safeties, you look at linebackers, but you forget, hey, these corners can blitz. Good disguise, good timing, and a nice sack by the corner.
Coming up, second down.
The Buccaneers at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. And a flag is down.
Well, if I was that quarterback, I'd be mad after getting sacked like that by the defensive end. Your offensive tackle's just got to do a better job.
looking to avoid a safety here on third down. Winston's lined up. No extra blockers for this snap. From the shotgun. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands. Just out of the half, and it looks like the defensive battle continues in this game.
Nothing changed at halftime, did it? The defense came out, fired up, ready to go, and they're still playing well. Offenses, I'd say the game plan for you the rest of the day is try not to make a mistake.
Fields it cleanly and starts his return.
And he's going to be tackled right around the 43.
The Bills know there's three parts to every football game: offense, defense, and special teams. What a play for the special teams here. Good punt return, good blocking. They get it done.
Here's the football resting at the 43.
The Buccaneers with a nickel look here on defense.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
And he's thrown to the ground.
This defense, they are definitely not faint of heart, are they, Jim? They will bring the pressure. Good blitz that time, and they take the quarterback down.
They motion the receiver around to the other side.
Taylor standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. It's Clay. That's reception number 2 for him.
I don't know what the answer is when it comes to guarding these tight ends now. There's just not much you can do. I'll tell you the best way to stop the tight end: rush the quarterback.
He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
When it's third and short, the defensive line, you got to guess. You got to think it's going to be a run play. I don't know what they were thinking. They let the offense just push them back, and they give up the first down. Good job by the offense, though.
First down at the 29.
Still on his feet, and he's forced to the ground.
Every defense is looking for somebody to hit the quarterback, and the best person to do it is the defensive end. What a good job that time by him.
The line of scrimmage is the 38-yard line.
Let's go. 38. Flex round.
The Bills take it from the 38. To the outside. The catch is made.
Third long situations, a lot of coordinators in this league will run a draw play on third long. Why? Because they're just looking for field position, pick up a few yards, and then by some miracle, if the running back's able to make guys miss, break some tackles, and pick up a first down, man, that's just gravy.
From the 29-yard line.
The Bills at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
Harvin can't bring it in. That'll probably go as a drop.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position, nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
Puts it through the upright. Needed plenty of leg on that one. The kick was good, and that gives them the lead, Phil, with just a little more than a quarter left.
Jim, these are moments where you actually like the kicker on your football team. When it starts to get late in the game and they make a big field goal, you go, that's it. That's our guy right there.
And the tackle's made inside the 15.
The Buccaneers weren't able to get anything out of their last drive and were forced to punt as they take the field here. Do you think they are going to vary their approach, Phil?
Well, I hope so. I think they will. They got a lot of information out there in that short drive, Jim, and you do that by showing different formations and plays. You saw how the defense reacted to it. Now you counter-react and see if you can get some positive plays.
I'm sure they're tired of being in the 3-and-out business.
Oh, it's a bad business to be in. I know. I get a lot of bad businesses.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down.
Dropping back now into the shotgun.
Doug Martin with the grab.
The Buccaneers look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
Winston's completion percentage, 60% on the day.
First down here after the completion.
They go screen with Martin. Gains about 3.
I know you won't believe this, but sometimes completing a short pass like that does give a quarterback confidence, so it does serve a purpose.
That little throw was good for only 3, so it's now 2nd down and 7.
The Bills go with the dime formation here on defense.
Got drilled as he throws it. Third down now.
Winston's got it in the gun.
Going for the home run. A close brush with an interception that time by Gilmore.
What a job by the defender that time, reading the quarterback and the receiver and being in position to knock that football away. That is really well played. That's a clinic. Put that on the highlight film and show guys how to do it.
Set up, return. Here he goes. And a run back of about 6.
The Bills put some points on the board on the previous possession. Although it was just a field goal, Phil, they'll be looking to add some more right here.
Oh, absolutely. I think they were disappointed in that last drive. You got it going. You think here comes a touchdown, and it doesn't work, and you kick a field goal. So a little disappointed. That should give them some momentum to get tougher and make this happen and get a touchdown.
First down at the 27. There's a flag out.
Watkins taken down. That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense.
Drop back, shotgun formation.
Watkins going to pull in the pull-in pass.
That's a nice play that time by the offense, getting the first down. They're up here in the second half, and they're moving the football. That's a great feeling.
Taylor's completion percentage, 60% on the day.
He'll take the snap, the first here in the fourth quarter.
It's wide open. Verner's there to take him down.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Second down and 5.
And that's good for only a yard or 2.
It's third down coming up.
The Buccaneers defense now is going to go nickel.
Harvin can't bring it in. That'll probably go as a drop.
Not a good play call. You got a small lead here late in the game, and you call that play. The defense stops it. Now it's up to your defense to hold on and win the game.
Arenas will try to return this one. And a run back of about 9. The Buccaneers stalled on their last drive, forced the punt. So now the offense comes back out onto the field.
Yeah, they're coming back out. They lack confidence, and I understand why. They came out, couldn't get anything done. The defense was flying around, making the plays. They got to change the tempo of this game.
Press coverage all the way.
The Bills sat at the line. Dime package. The Buccaneers take it from the 23. Martin takes the hit and is
brought down.
The Buccaneers just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
First down here.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Martin. And that'll be a gain of about 2.
Jim, that's a nice job by the offensive coordinator there, being patient here in the fourth quarter. He's not down that much, so he's sticking with the run game and gets a short run that time.
That leads us to second down.
Winston's going to take the snap from the shotgun. And Richardson's got it on a pass that had some heat.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Time is running out here in the fourth, and the defense is trying to preserve this win.
Martin has the reception.
The Buccaneers still trail, but as we look at the passing numbers, it's hard to find much fault with them. Winston's numbers, though, speak to a team that could be winning if other things like their defense were doing their part here, partner.
Well, yeah, that's right. The defense has got to hold their end up, but the offense, they've been very, very good. The quarterback has been accurate. He has been smart, and that always gives you a chance when your quarterback is playing that well.
Throws the pass.
And it's knocked down.
Well, the quarterback can't get him open. He threw to the right guy that time, but the coverage was so good by the defense, nowhere to get the completion.
Third down on the way. Time is beginning to fade, but the quarterback knows his team still has a chance. He must produce something in a hurry.
Darius takes down the quarterback.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing. They're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on third down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
They're set to punt it away now.
And that punt is going out of bounds. They are not going to allow them to return it.
The Bills in another battle here today after playing a tightly contested game just a week ago. The score's 17-14.
Set up screen. He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
The Bills did a good job there on first down. That pass picks up some good solid yards. Now second and short. Much easier to call those kind of plays.
The Bills are coming off a very competitive game last time out, game in which they won, and today they're right back at it in another close one.
Look, the players and coaches know that all these games are going to be tough, and when you get these tough situations, you just can't flinch. You got to make the right call as a coach, and the players just got to make the play.
Now looking at third down.
The Buccaneers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun.
Looking wrong. That ball should have been picked, but instead it's knocked away incomplete.
Jim, in a situation like this, you just want to control the tempo of the game. You got to lead. It's close. You want to stay on the field and give your defense a rest. It doesn't work. 3 plays and out. Defense got to come back out here and see if they can get it done.
Arenas from the 29. That return's good for about 9.
They needed the ball back, and they got it off the punt. And now they need points, and they do have timeouts to work with here in the final 2 minutes.
Yeah, having those timeouts is everything. What do we always say? Use those timeouts in the first half. In the second half, protect them like they're gold. Give this offense and the coach credit. They saved a couple, and that's going to help them in this drive.
First down at the 38. Winston's going to take off with it. But it falls incomplete.
Well, you must, on the offensive side, throw the football deep 3 or 4 times a game. That time, they're just not able to connect on the deep throw.
Second down, late in the fourth quarter. The Bills come out in a dime package. The Buccaneers take it from the 38. Takes the hit, throws.
Well, when you get in a situation like this, Jim, and you get third and long, I'll tell you what catches a defense by surprise. Run a double move on the outside against the defensive back, because everybody in the stands and the defensive players all think they're going to throw it short.
Winston's back in shotgun formation. Down the field, pulls it in. Marquette down for another reception.
It's just not done enough, I think, in the league anymore. Everybody's so careful. But look what can happen. You can have the perfect throw, the perfect catch, and a big play.
First down, pressure on every snap now. Doug Martin brought down at the 26. He's now over 60 yards rushing on the ground. Second down coming up. Time, obviously, a factor the rest of the way. Winston's going to take it from the gun. The ball is out. They recover their own fumble.
There is no decision to make in a situation like this. Under 2 minutes, the clock is running. You take a quarterback sack. Look how long it's taken them to get back in formation and try to run the next play.
The Buccaneers come to the line, fourth quarter, with 2 timeouts remaining. The Buccaneers snap it at the 41. He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down.
There's a fine line there when you're winning the football game. What do you do on the defensive side? Well, that time, the defensive coordinator stayed aggressive, and he forces a fourth down by the offense.
This is where a kicker makes his living. With all the pressure, the game just a field goal away from being tied. In the final moments. No stopping this team. They mount another victory here today to keep the streak going.
I think you said it right. There's no stopping him. It's going to be hard to stop him. I don't know how you're going to do it. Everything is going well. Good decisions by the